You know, Vortex, I think that I'm gonna do a series called Sola Scriptura. What you gonna do about it? That would be funny. Because only certain people would get it. Like, a very, very small fraction of people would get it. Like, probably, like, Orthodox converts, maybe. Protestants definitely wouldn't get it. Catholics would be offended by it. Really hardcore Orthodox people would be offended by it. So it would probably be just for Orthodox converts, but that's okay. I mean, I think that a lot of my material is universal. Like, I'm a very versatile person, so I can affect everybody at some point. But there are certain things that I say that I know are going to reach a very teeny tiny demographic. But that's fine, because that's the demographic that I want, and that's really the only demographic that I'm concerned about, you know? So there could be a bunch of people that get offended by my material. But if I have one person in the audience that gets it, that flags me down and goes, "Thank you so much for saying that. I totally agree with you. I really feel that way," it's worth it. It's worth pissing off all those other people. I've had so many people walk out of my sets. It's hilarious. Because any true comic would value that. So that's why a lot of people are in awe of me, because I'm not afraid to make people very mad. Because I take risks that they're too chicken shit to take, like saying the N-word at a black mic, okay? Now, I don't want to keep reiterating that, because that's probably not something that I need to keep bragging about, but I think that it is a testament to, you know, how much I believe in the art of stand-up comedy, and how much I hate censorship, and how much I hate political correctness, and how right I am about censorship in general. Because I told them when they were getting on to me about it, I said, look, this isn't just gonna be the N-word, dude. This is gonna be all the words. Eventually, you're not gonna be allowed to say the F word. That's already happened. Eventually, you're not gonna be allowed to say the B word. That's already happened, okay? And it won't just be words. It'll be sentences. It'll be thoughts. It'll be ideas. You can't make certain statements without people getting very, very upset. So, I kind of called that shit. Now, I understand why the N-word's offensive, especially out of a white person's mouth, but they don't understand the bigger picture of it. That this isn't about racism. This isn't about discrimination. This is about control. It's always about control. That's why they don't integrate history. Probably because it's all fake, you know? What they teach you in school about white history is just as fake as Kwanzaa, alright? I don't understand why they get so mad about Kwanzaa. It's ridiculous. You just hate not being included, don't you? Well, you know, blacks have been excluded for a long time, so why can't they have their own holiday? I don't understand. Just everybody gets offended by everything. Y'all need to chill. It's not that big of a deal, dude. So if you don't agree with the holiday, don't celebrate it. There are plenty of holidays I don't agree with, I don't celebrate them either. You know? Anyway. Yeah, churches are not integrated and history is not integrated. But they want to integrate everything else. And they know the end result of that. They know that there's all kinds of racial conflict. That's the whole point of like smushing everybody together in a city. That was the whole point of the projects. Like the projects, just that term alone makes it very obvious what their intentions are and how they view all of us. Okay? They see us as little lab rats. I'm trying to get somewhat in the lines. Have I succeeded? Let's see. Yay! Kinda, sorta. We're a little jagged, but it's alright. We're always a little jagged. Don't you love it when, like, ambulance drivers are fat? Isn't that awesome? Or, like, nurses and doctors, surgeons. I'm not just trying to knock fat people, okay? I have a lot of fat friends. I don't really care that much, but I do think that if you're working in law enforcement or the medical profession, especially the medical profession, you need to be fit for obvious reasons, you know? You shouldn't be serving and protecting, and you shouldn't be giving the public medical advice if you're fat, okay? I'm sorry. This country is such a joke. It really is. Anyway. Whew. So, I want you to meet my new friend. Y'all would probably call him Willy Wonka, but since we're not like everybody else, we're gonna call him Wonky. That's right. His hair is so soft. His hat is so soft. He's so adorable. But, anyway, we were talking about something really good, and then we got distracted by that fat bitch driving the ambulance. You could bitch about women and authority figures again. Women doing stuff that they shouldn't be allowed to do, like drive. I know I'm a hypocrite because I drive. Like, my parents told me that I had to get a license. I fought that until I turned 21. I didn't want to get a license, just to let you know. I like to drive, though. I really enjoy driving because there's a lot of freedom in driving. Why do you think they're trying to take that away? I mean, it's crazy to me, like, how many people, like, get an Uber. Like, I would much rather have a car. Like, I know it's a lot of responsibility, but I think that it's worth it. Considering, like, all the freedom that it allows you. You know, like, you can go all these different places, and I mean, you don't have to have a car to do that. It just is a lot quicker, you know. Yeah, I do like to drive, though.
So yeah, like when the man in my head takes over, I'm an amazing driver. Like my driving is like impeccable. But then like the woman takes over and then I pull out in front of somebody. You know? Now a lot of women will say, you know, that's not true, Amy, like what you say about women, like we're not all bad drivers. Yes, you are. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before you pull out in front of somebody. Okay? Every single time that I hear about that, it's always a female that says that. So, booyah. Okay? Just know that the more offended that people get, the truer the statement usually is. People don't like hearing the truth. But you know, this is the world though. This is the world that we live in. Females are allowed to drive. Females are allowed to do a lot of shit. So, while that's the case, I'm going to utilize that freedom and appreciate that freedom for as long as I have it until, you know, the Taliban takes over. So, it should. That really would be ideal at this point. That's probably the only thing that's going to clear out all the feminists and all the gays. Like, just bring in some radical Muslims. They'll eradicate all of these Western problems, okay? See, I have this 8-ball here. I have this 8-ball. What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? Radical Islam is going to replace America. Cool. Cool. Good. That's supposedly been predicted for a long time, by the way. So that's not just an Amy Gross prophecy. And that's not just a trusted 8-ball prophecy. Okay, it's not even an actual 8-ball, but I thought it was really cool. We have these little machines at my restaurant. You know those little, what do you call it? Those little things where you put in like a quarter and you get a little 8-ball, you know? It's one of the many features of Steak and Shake, okay? And we also have a Crazy Claw where you can get Wonkies. Anyway, me and Wonky are gonna go to work. Goodbye.